Breaking news, breaking news. Terry McLaurin has officially asked for a trade from the Washington Commanders. Buddy Baker, or Buddy, whatever your name is.
Start it up. Let's just run it.
It's the music show. Music show. It's the music show. Music show. Music show.
Terry McLaurin has officially requested a trade. So how you feeling about this, Z?
I'm pissed the fuck off, man. Like, how do we get here? How did we get to this point? It's really a distraction at this point. We talked about all off season last year. Well, no, after all this off season, you know, how important it was to get Terry signed, get him a new deal, get the continuity going. We definitely, as many episodes as we've done, we expressed that, man, this deal is going to get done. We not worried. There's no worries at all. It's going to happen. We looked just before what, you know, Terry came to OTAs. Then he, you know, I mean, he skipped minicamp, and that's when it kind of started. Then it leads to the holdout, beginning of the training camp. Comes, you know, Sunday is a hold in, shows up. You know, like we talked about the other day, stand there for 20, 30 minutes talking to who I didn't know who it was at the time, but it was Buddy Baker. Give signs, autographs with fans, all that. It wasn't really much of this distraction at that point because I felt like, all right, Terry's in the building, it's going to get done. This was just Sunday. 4 days later, Terry McLaurin requested a trade. A lot has came out over that time frame. Terry wants 33, doesn't want nothing less than DK. Commanders are, you know, offering 26, 28. Then they saying, you know, I mean, teams have been reaching out. Schefter, you know, had his tweet about the situation, and it's just these past 4 days has just been a whirlwind. And then today, the trade request finally comes, and I'm just like pissed because it's like, dog, like, how do we get here? I understand Terry wants money. You know what I mean? I understand that. And, you know what I mean? Rightfully so, you can get a new deal. But, you know, after our conversation with Lake the other day, he gave me a different perspective about it. Like, he put me on the point that, you know, this isn't Terry talking. It, you know, the Easter motor shit, like, it didn't seem like Terry. A lot of these acts over the past week and a half, 2 weeks, just hasn't seemed like Terry. And it's starting to really truly feel like Buddy Baker really is heavily influencing him for the way he's moving. And, you know, I mean, could this be just a push to try to get that, you know, get the money? Maybe so. Do I think Terry gets traded? Absolutely not. He has 1 year deal, 1 year left on his deal. Adam Peters expressed that, you know, we love Terry. We intend to sign Terry. We want Terry here. Terry loves this team. Terry wants to be here. So we at least know that there is a want. Now it's just like, are we battling? Like, you know what I mean? What are we battling? Are we battling over $4 million a year, $4 million a year, $5 million a year? Like, Terry, you got a lot on the table. You know what I mean? You got a Super Bowl run potentially. I get it. Get your money. I just don't think that this is Terry moving like this. This has all the signs of Buddy Baker. And I'm pissed. You asked me how I feel. I went on a 4 or 5 minute rant. I'm pissed, bro. I'm pissed because it shouldn't have come to this point at all. You on mute.
My bad. I don't understand why you're pissed, Z. We knew this was coming. We knew it was coming down. At some point, it's the playbook. It is the official playbook of I'm not getting my way. Let me request a trade. Let me put the pressure on them. This is a last ditch effort to get them to cave. So now it's a game of chicken. For real. I mean, it is what it is. But I've been maintaining the same thing that I've been maintaining is I'm on Terry's side with this. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that he's worth exactly what he's asking for. We don't really know what he's asking for because it hasn't come out. It's all speculative. But at the end of the day, we always, as a fan base, would get mad at the player when they take a stand and they stand 10 toes down about something. Oh man, they need to just go ahead and re-sign. But if we really think about it, put ourselves in Terry McLaurin's shoes. This is his last opportunity at a big contract. This is his last opportunity to make some real meaningful money. He is 29 years old. The middle of September, he will be 30 years old. The market for a 30-plus wide receiver in this league isn't great. So, I mean, he has to kind of stand 10 toes down on this one if he wants to get paid. Because after this contract, he's not getting another one. He might sign a 1-year deal. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But he's not getting no meaningful money. Again. And then he has no guaranteed money left in his current contract. So if he gets injured, he's SOL unless he has some type of insurance policy for injury or something like that. So I get it. I totally understand. If I was Terry McLaurin, I'd probably be doing the same thing. His last contract, it was like a $68 million extension. That wasn't a lot of money, but for its time, it seemed like it was. But guys getting 30 million, 28, you know what I'm saying, in that range, I mean, arguably he's in the conversation. The Madden ratings came out today and he was ranked 6th out of all the receivers in the league. So he's in the conversation. I've maintained the attitude that he's not yet a top 5 receiver. He's within the top 10. So, I mean, this is the last time for him to get his bag. You know what I'm saying? The agent is being an agent. The agent is doing what he needs to do to get his client the most money. Jerry Maguire. Drew Rosenhaus does this all the time. But because he's an established agent, been in this league and other leagues for a long time, people just go with it. But then we're at Buddy Baker's head saying, oh, he's making the wrong decisions because he's not doing what we want him to do for our organization. We just want to play football. All we care about is going on a run and getting back to where we were last year. Hopefully this year, hoisting the Lombardi trophy. So I get it. I get that's why the fans are saying, oh, yeah, man, man, go ahead and let him go, da-da-da-da, woo-woo-woo. But at the end of the day, he is a pivotal piece of the puzzle with the second-year quarterback, with another weapon on the other side of Deebo Samuel. You bring back a Noah Brown. You bring in a Jalen Lane. Hopefully, McCaffrey develops. Hopefully, Sennett develops. You got Zach Ertz. We bring in a JCM, a guy that's looking like he's probably going to take the reins per Z at some time this season. So he is a piece to the puzzle. Unless we're willing to go out and trade him, unless we're willing to, seek somebody that's on the open market. Hence, I've been saying a Keenan Allen. But Z, you said you're not sold on Keenan Allen. I need to stop talking that talk. So, I mean, what else we do? Like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's the playbook. The playbook. This is what they do. Myles Garrett. All offseason, we wanted Myles Garrett. Request a trade. 6 days later, astronomical contract.
It wasn't 6 days, but I got you.
6 to 8 days, somewhere in that same ballpark. I may not be totally correct, but it was about in that window.
I feel like it was a few weeks.
It wasn't a few weeks. I got the tweet. I just looked at it.
Maybe it was. Maybe I'm wrong.
Not too long ago.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I let me be clear. I'm not pissed at Terry. I'm not pissed at Adam Peters. I'm also pissed at Buddy Baker for it getting it becoming like this. Like, you know what I mean? The way everything kind of played out, the Eastern Motors thing, I'm pretty sure that was Buddy Baker. You know what I mean? You're exposing what's going on with negotiations and putting the situation out there. You kind of make it a sour situation. You know, you got Terry, he show up to camp, you got him outside, he comes out at the end of practice every fucking day and go signing autographs or whatever, and y'all standing outside doing the same spiel every day. And, you know what I mean? I was just watching the Kings, and they made a good point. Like, they standing out there in the same damn outfit. Both, you know what I mean? Like,
Terry has been wearing the same outfit.
They said Terry got the same burgundy shorts with the same
white cut-up shirt.
Sleeves on the shirt. Turn around looking mad. Like, it's just been the same spill day after day after day after day. And it's like, it's not a good look. And I don't know, man. Like, a hold in, you outside, you in the huddle, you listening to the plays, you seeing what's going on, you in the mix with the guys, but you're not doing anything physically on the field. I don't think that would be a distraction. I think that would show that you have some sort of inclusiveness and you want to be a part of it. You know what I mean? The biggest thing is the continuity. We was just in the NFC Championship. And even if, which I do believe he will be re-signed, even when Terry is re-signed, like, the dude has missed already, we're going on the second week. We already missed like 2 weeks. Like, that shit matters. Out there running hard, getting them reps. Like, you could do what you do inside on your personal workouts, inside, you know, with the trainers in the building and all that other stuff, this fake ankle injury and whatever you on the side field, that shit don't compare to the reps. When you out there running with your guys, you know what I mean? You putting in that hustle and muscle. Like, nah, we got pads on right now. They say today was like the best practice all camp. You know what I mean? We've been at camp 3 days this week, and we seen it. We suffered out there on a, you know, as far as moving the ball with the wide receivers without him. It's clear that we need him. You got Jayden coming back on the second year, like, he needs Terry. Period. You know what I mean? The teams that compete, the teams that's out here going to these, you know, getting to the dance stuff, like, they got receivers. Outside of Terry, it's Debo. Now we got Debo. It's Debo and who else? Debo and the guys. So it's just like, man, like.
So you said, so basically it's Debo.
It's Debo and the guys right now.
Hey, bro, you wild.
You don't agree?
I agree. That's why I'm
like, it's Debo and the guys. Like, what are we doing? It's pissing me off, bro, because it's like, bro, this shit should have been done.
Yeah, but it takes two to tango.
Buddy, I feel like Buddy, and I'm guessing.
He ain't about to do that.
I do know it. No, we know it takes two to tangle. But if it was just between Terry and the team, a deal would have been done. Buddy Baker is in the fucking way.
As he should be in the way.
I mean, it's his job. Like you said, it is his job to get his guy a deal, but he ain't getting that fucking deal. He not getting the deal he wants.
His agent, so he negotiated the last contract. We wasn't saying that then.
It was with Ron Rivera.
So that makes it different?
Yeah, because we got real GMs in the building. We got real front office now.
Make it
Ron
make sense.
Ron was the head coach, the team president, the fucking janitor. He did every fucking thing.
He was a nutritionist, the fucking strength coach.
He was his PR person. He kept his own notes. He didn't even fucking know that we got eliminated. We can be eliminated. Like,
Facts.
You know what I mean? Ron did every fucking thing. Ron didn't have a clue.
Not a fucking clue.
Like, he did every fucking thing. So it's like, nah, bro. Like, again, I'm not mad at Terry and I'm not mad at AP. Mad at Buddy fucking Baker. This has got his name written all over it.
My man don't even know Buddy Baker. He
don't even know. I
just gonna assume it's Buddy Baker. But I'm just saying, whoever the chief negotiator that's negotiating this deal, because it damn sure ain't Adam Peters. Every organization got some negotiator, a guy that's monitoring the cap and how this money is going to affect us 2-3 years down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I said, yeah, crunch the numbers.
So yeah, so he's going to them. Okay, well, we look like we're going to be able to come in at this number. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this, that, and the third. Like they're playing hardball, so it's on them and it's on Buddy Baker. I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it from the perspective of Terry been down since day one. He been true to this. He ain't new to it. He was here when this organization was abysmal.
I can't argue that at all.
So
I won't.
As from an organizational perspective, that should count as something like, okay, yeah, we'll give you a couple extra million. Yeah, this might not be what we want to do, but we'll throw that in there for you just because you've been loyal. You're a loyal guy, so you should know that the most, Z.
Respect.
So
you don't think they may have. You don't think the Commanders, say for instance, offered something, Terry and them said, nah, this, and you don't think the Commanders said, threw a couple of more million in there?
I don't know, because it ain't been reported. Everything is covered up.
Correct, yeah. But I the way they say they care about Terry, I'm sure there's been some
words is that people say that all the time. You could say shit all the time, but your actions speak louder than them words.
Well, all of this is hypothetical, so we guessing. But I'm a hypothetically be on the side of that. I know that there is some give and take on both sides, and I'm sure, you know, we came back with a counter offer or something to give a little bit more, or however it was, and Buddy Baker said it's not enough. Point blank.
I agree.
And he clearly Buddy Baker ain't got no great relationship with this organization because Jeremy Chin just went out the door for nothing, for real. You know what I mean?
Well,
so
I think that might not necessarily be true. Maybe they wanted to move on from Jeremy Chin. We can't sit here and say that. We don't know for certain.
I feel like I heard that they wanted
Where'd
Chin,
you hear that?
the numbers
where'd you hear that?
I feel like I heard that.
You heard it where?
I mean, everywhere else we get our fucking sources.
Cap, bro. That's
the
cap.
same platform we get all our sources.
See, that's cap.
Hey,
I think I heard that. Yeah, man. Listen, you crazy, bro. But I feel like, me personally, though, I feel like it's both sides. Like both sides are like out of pocket. This should have been done a long time ago, like you said. But at the same time, like I can't sit here and be mad and be pissed off, this, that, and the third. But I'm damn sure not gonna be one of them fans to be like, oh, let's trade him, let's get rid of him. We don't need him.
No. Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and Reedy has been hard on Terry the most since he's been here. And if I'm not really ready to say that, then the rest of y'all that been on Glaze Island from the get-go, from the onset, y'all damn sure shouldn't be talking about get rid of him. Because who are we going to bring in?
Mm-hmm.
Because what real leverage do they have to trade him? You know what I'm saying? At this point.
I know you said, and again, let me fix that Keenan Allen statement. I was saying that we didn't need a Keenan Allen with Terry Debo and whoever else I was saying we didn't need him. Now, I mean, if we got him, okay, you got another guy, another proven vet in the room, whatever, however, as long as it's for the low, cool. Without Terry, if which I don't really see happening, but if Terry didn't happen to play, yes, we need another receiver. So come on, bring him on in. But I just don't think that he's not gonna match the same energy. Like you lose Terry, who running the 9 route, and remember I was asking who's running 9 route opposite of Terry before. So who gonna run the 9 route then? Damn sure ain't gonna be.
Well, clearly it's the whole fucking team. That's what we seen this week.
And we saw none of the motherfuckers caught nothing. They ran 9 routes all fucking practice 2 days ago, and it was abysmal. You know what I mean? So it's just like, what are we gonna do, man? What are we gonna do? Debo ain't the guy to run no 9s. Nah.
You're right. I mean,
the comments going up too. I'm just I know
on Instagram, yeah, definitely on Instagram.
Both of them. So let's see. Pulling this right now. Who do we blame here? AP or Terry? Buddy Baker. Don't be don't be pissed, bro. Terry wants to be here. AP just got to make this shit happen. His agent is trash. They not going to trade him. He's just applying pressure.
Bro,
I
how
agree.
you mad at this man agent, bro?
Fuck him.
How y'all gonna say he trash, bro? He doing what he supposed to do for his client, bro.
He's over his fucking head, man.
No,
like
we gotta stop what we doing, bro. It's because we fans of the team and we want this shit to work. So we don't want to blame AP because this is this new organization, this new shiny car that's been perfect. They've been doing everything. They bring in new locker rooms. They bring in new nutrition. They fixing the pipes in the stadium. They doing all types of. So we don't want them to be the bad guys. So now we gonna say
you're not gonna tell me they did all that and gave us all this new shit and then going lowball Terry the entire way. You're not gonna tell me that. You're not gonna tell me that they ain't. You know what I mean? They didn't offer a little bit more when they found out he didn't want that deal. And you're not gonna tell me that he's not being genuine by saying that. We want Terry here. You just not gonna tell me that. Not when just like when Bishop Jake's name got caught up in all that Diddy shit. What I kept saying, not my bishop, not my bishop. So you go AP name getting caught up and they putting smut on AP, not my GM.
Hey, bro,
I know he want to take his turn.
That's
Fuck
wild.
that. Yeah.
Hey, Z is. He owned one tonight. He worked out. He gonna take his blood pressure medicine.
I'm serious, man. It's not right, bro. It's not right, and they need to fix this shit. Again, I don't see him getting traded, but it's just I don't like it.
Yeah, I agree, Dante, man. Buddy ain't doing nothing that Drew doesn't ever do. That's a fact. A fact. But but if Drew Rosenhaus was the agent, y'all would be in here like, Drew, he get money for his clients. But not because it's a Buddy Baker, we want to make him the outlier, be this bad guy because he's doing what he's supposed to do for his client. If any of us was Terry McLaurin, we would stand 10 toes down. We would not give no fucks about this team. None of that.
Terry McLaurin got Leighton Jackson.
Let me stop you right there. The team, and I'm a fan, and don't take this the wrong way, but the teams don't give a fuck about the players. It's about their bottom fucking line. So at the end of the day, if any of these players can get what's owed to them or they think what's owed to them, do what you do, shorty. Why not? So miss me with all that. We just wanted to be over because we feel like we got unfinished business and all this, that, and the third. We got shit, we got places to go, and we want him a part of it. But other than that, we wouldn't be singing that same tune. Because it's been, do I need remind you, Z, that it's been others that have been in the same situation. You've been like, fuck them. But now you want to try to say, it's Buddy, it's the
like John Allen. Yeah, trade his ass, cut him, whatever you like. John Allen, that's what you want to talk about. Yeah, get him the fuck out of here. What is he talking about? Get him out of here. Not Terry though.
They be switching up, bro.
Man, John, you already know how I feel about John Allen.
I tell y'all all the time when it's their favorite player, boy, I tell you, they sing a hold on tune. They blame the agent. Next thing you know, they're gonna be blaming Miss Jackson, saying she had something to do with it.
Nah, my man ain't rocking like that. Reedy, I think he is our number one, but the league don't view him as a number one.
I agree. I think the league views him as a number one, but I feel like the league views him the same way Reedy did, where it's like, okay, but let me see more. Let me see a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel. The league feels about him.
I mean, it may be somebody out there that would pay him 35, 34 a year. Maybe the Jets. Maybe, you know what I mean? Like Pittsburgh I know his name came around in Pittsburgh, but the Patriots, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even want to get to talking about hypothetical trades either. Like, that shit is just going to blow me.
Yeah, I mean, me neither. Hopefully it gets done when they look to get out of town this week to go to New England for the first preseason game and the joint practices. Lake said it, you know what I'm saying? He thinks it gets done. So we'll see.
They said, what I was just about to say. Asia just said the Patriots got mad cap. They do. They probably gonna try to when we go up there for the joint practice, they probably try to work a deal in. I know they talking about teams been calling. I know they the ones been calling.
So what if they wanted to flip? They wanted to flip your guy to bring him here and then send Terry there. What would you think?
He just signed a new well, his deal was kind of lopsided, but fuck no. Who Stephon?
Yes.
Yeah, nah. But yeah, if you give up Stephon Gonzalez a first this year, next year, and the year after
for Terry, come on now.
I'm just saying I don't want to trade him, so it would take some dumb shit like that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like nah.
That's crazy.
Did you see they said a GM that said the Commanders are all over their head? It's our fault. It's this to this point. What GM said that?
Yeah, Honcho G on Instagram said trade for what? Who? And I'm kind of like in the same boat. Who?
Exactly.
Because you ain't gonna get close to what he brings on the field. Damn sure not gonna get that. It ain't gonna be a 1-for-1. And then you probably get a first rounder for him, a second, maybe a second in the player. Shit, we toyed with the idea earlier. We're gonna ask y'all what y'all think about it. Think about Brian Thomas Jr., a trade with the Jaguars, bring him here, and a second round pick for Terry. How y'all feel about that? Let us know in the comments. Also, if you haven't already done so, like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit the bell notification, hit the thumbs up to let us know we're doing a good job. Like, we need everybody that's in these lives, you know what I'm saying, that's on the channel so we can make this thing better and more successful. We're trying to bring y'all the best of the best content as it relates to the Washington Commanders this season and beyond.
They saying it's Caitlin on the pillow talk. They saying it ain't Buddy. It's Caitlin.
Oh, his wife?
Yeah, like,
she's trying to put her fingertips on this one now. Now she's officially
Mrs. McLaurin.
Mrs. McLaurin. I can see something like that, but to steal a line from John Dow, I can see that.
Yeah, but I mean, you got, and I understand the AP side of the organization side of it too. Like, I started out by saying, well, fuck it, give him $34 million. Ooh, a year. Go ahead and pay him. But then it's like, damn, we do got to re-sign Tussle next year. We do got to re-sign Lattimore if he has a great year. Debo, Terry, Louvu at some point. You know what I mean? You got a lot of your top guys. Payne is on a 1-year deal. He go have a year. You just going to let him walk? Like, you know what I mean? You got a lot of guys on 1-year deals and a lot of the picks. You know what I mean? A lot of times when you lose guys, you have a replacement because you draft somebody. A lot of them picks we done fucking traded. So it's like they looking at it probably like, no, this ain't going to work. We can't pay you that type of money. We trying to build a championship team here.
A championship contender for more than one season.
Absolutely. So it's like I get both sides of it. Don't get me wrong, and I'm not knocking Terry at all for wanting money, but it's like, how much money do you want? So I'm pissed, man. Shit should have been done.
It should have been done.
Facts. We don't want Diggs. Cardi B is far away, but they ain't together no more. I thought he said her BBL stink. Did you hear that? Yeah, that was crazy work.
That was crazy work. But my man, wow, he typical DC nigga. I'm just gonna say it. Typical uptown. My man got in there, got the drink, and got her out, hit her, and now he trying.
Yeah, like, wow.
Shit. I ain't worried about her. Like,
oh,
wow.
She said, all right, that was a rumor. All right, cool. I'm glad it was. I ain't never heard no shit like that, but that was crazy.
Oh, so he didn't definitively say that? So that was cap.
Yeah. I'm glad it was a rumor. But nah, though, man. What other comments saying now?
Shit, should I pose this to the chat too? Hey, chat. So what y'all think? You know, Micah looking good over there. We go trade Terry for Micah.
That
Would
shit
y'all
ain't
accept
happening.
that? I'm just saying, would y'all accept that? I would send his ass to Dallas for Micah. But I ain't saying that I don't want him to go, but I'm just saying if that came to fruition, I would say it would be okay with Reedy.
That'd be. I want Michael on my team, but for Terry.
So you sitting here?
I didn't
right
say
now,
I wouldn't. I just said I didn't give a yes or no.
Don't say we get Mikey. You'll be sized. Stop what you do. You would be sized.
I'm not saying I wouldn't be sized for Michael, but to lose Terry and have to play him in the division and be on the Cowboys just don't sit well with me. That's all I'm saying.
But
can't trust a nigga named Buddy. This new regime don't give a fuck about the man. They wasn't here for them loyal years, or at least some incentives to make it up. You can't give extra million if you're building for the future, bro. We not winning without him. I agree. We not gonna win without him. We need him. Terry better get his bum ass out on the field come Monday. Stop playing with us. If we lose Terry, Adam dropped the ball. 10 went to the Raiders for $3 million. I mean, Z may be right. 10 left because he wasn't offered what he wanted.
Yeah, NHodge4 on Instagram says, what's Terry's bargaining power leverage? Because he's under contract this year for 24 plus mil. He's not going to hold out and miss out on that money. Then we can franchise tag him next year for less. But are they really willing to pay him as a top 5 receiver? Because if you franchise tag him, he has to be paid as a top 5 receiver. So then when you go to negotiate for that next contract, you're going to be fucked even worse if you didn't sign him now. If you don't want to give him $30 million now, what are you going to have to give him more than that after the franchise tag?
Kirk Cousins, I mean, at least it'll be a one year thing. So it's like he go out there, hoop, boom, franchise. We go hoop again, franchise. Third year you can't do it though. So it's like, I mean, there is an advantage to it, but it's also like I would just give him a 2-year deal, fully guarantee the shit, and move on.
But he may not want that term. That may be the holdup. Maybe they offered him a 2-year deal. He may not want that term.
A 2-year extension is still technically a 3-year deal because he got one right now.
Yeah, but a 3-year extension, that's 4 years because of the one he has now.
I mean, yeah, but you talking about being 33, making 33 a year?
So I think the only thing that really this probably ends up going, I don't know, but I'm gonna say this. They're probably going to end up doing something like they did with Debo, where they're going to fully guarantee the contract this 1 year that he has, and it's going to be kind of like a prove it type deal. And there's some incentives in there. Throw some incentives in there, and then we can rehash this shit next year, or you franchise them. So it's either or.
I say if you do a 3-year, 3-year 90 extension, 60, 70 guaranteed. So if you go by the guarantee, if you go by the 3 years, it's 30 annually. But if you guarantee the 70 in 2 years, that he can make 70 million. So that's like 35. After that second year, you can evaluate the situation and see if you want to keep him or not. Maybe rework the deal. If not, you cut your ties. He still get the term that he want. You know what I mean? 90, you getting 70 guaranteed out of 90.
Yeah. And you do some incentives. So what would the signing bonus?
Buddy Bigger ain't flying his ass in there and signing that deal. He crazy.
So what's the upfront? So 70 guaranteed. What's the lay on the signing bonus?
Signing bonus?
Yeah.
Whatever they want to give him, it don't even matter.
Yeah, I think that's a good. I feel like that's a good deal. The 3-year 90 at 70 fully guaranteed. and then he gets the term 3-year deal. That's a 4-year deal, and then go from there. But at the end of the day, sir, you are under contract. Technically, you're under contract. You got to honor your contract. I get it that you don't have no guaranteed bread, and that's the new playbook that everybody's going to when the guaranteed money is gone. But bruh, at some point, you gotta do what you do, and that's why I respect Payne so much, because Payne played through his contract. He's in the same boat now. This is his last year of his deal. He's playing through it.
Mm-hmm.
So
they asked him the other day about the contract. He said, "Man, all I want to do is play ball, have fun, do my job." Yeah, he said, "Man," like he laughed. I was like, "Man, I got a lot of money, straight like that. I got money." So,
Age, what you mean, Age?
What's he say?
Explain what you mean.
I know Don says just can't stand. Go ahead. He looking at that DK deal, feeling disrespected. I don't want to blame him. DK scamming. That 32 was definitely an overpay.
I mean, but I think they're looking at it as like the 8. How is DK like 27, 28?
Yeah.
So I mean,
and they I mean, they gave him that money.
I mean, I mean, we gotta call a spade a spade. Age is like, I'm with Terry. I think he should stand 10 toes down. But at the end of the day, like, you are under contract. Like, at some point, like, that has to be a factor in this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you portray to be this man that you are, the stand-up guy, you under contract. Now, I'm not saying don't try to fight for yourself and stand up for yourself to get more. You know what I'm saying? But you got to factor that in.
I mean, to the extent where is it like, all right, if something don't work out, I don't think you think Terry will hold out all fucking year?
I doubt it. That's 24, 20, almost 25 million that he's losing. Gotta be dumb to do that.
Yeah, exactly. They might call us bluff.
Who, Terry? But do they want to go into? Do they want to go that far? Like, go through a whole camp?
I don't think they want to, but they're not going. I don't think they're going to trade them for nothing. You know what I mean? You know them situations when you get to this point, and you know what I mean, your player requests a trade, you lose the leverage in the trade situation. I mean, you can sit there all day and say, all right, I want 2 first-round picks. I mean, if a team jump out there, they jump out there, but more than likely they not. And you're going to end up taking less than what you desired on the trade anyway. Because you lose the leverage. He done said he won out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the leverage is already kind of lost in a sense.
So it's tough. Like, I'm telling y'all, man, he's needed in that room. They look a little rough at practice. Fucking Chris Moore getting all types of reps. Luke McCaffrey not stepping up. Fucking KJ Osborne not stepping up. Michael Gallup not stepping up.
KJ Osborne had a touchdown today, I think.
Yeah.
Show you more.
Show me more.
Show you more, boy. It's a tough crowd in here, man. Reedy and Z, man. We tough, boy. I swear. If it was a Z guy, he would be, yeah, my man scored a touchdown today because it ain't his man. That show me more.
Yeah, one fucking touchdown this whole camp.
I can't confirm. I don't know what happened when the fans wasn't out there. I can't remember, but they said it was a day where he was looking good. Luke McCaffrey definitely is stone hands. And he just doesn't look fluent. Like, I don't know. They DQ glazing and praising him like he took the next step. But from what my eyes told me when I was out there for damn near a whole week, didn't tell me that he made another step. He looks like the same player, minus the paused size that he put on and his physique. Mm-hmm. Shit, Kostin Yankov caught my eye more than Luke McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
They saying
Terry's
KJ is
playing a
trash.
dangerous game. They could tag him next year, and he would still get less than 30. But if another thing too, if you sit out this year, you come back next year, and bro, you 31. You still ain't gonna get the money you want.
Facts. That's a fact. But Dante, like you saying, KJ is trash. That ship has sailed. But I gotta stay consistent because me and Juan Gotti on our collaboration show, the Burgundy Breakdown, kind of heard. Did we predict him or was that Michael Gallup? No. I'm sorry. Never mind. That wasn't him. It was Michael Gallup. I said that Michael Gallup looked poised to make a return to his 2019 season, but that ship may have sailed because what I saw when I was out there wasn't too promising for Michael Gallup.
And remember what Lake said the other day, like, it ain't like the team trying to dog him or carry him. They literally called this man up like, man, come on in the building. Come do a hold in so you don't get fined, and we're going to throw you on a pup. We're going to say you got an ankle injury. We're going to create something for you.
Yeah, Day _ EST 7881 on Instagram said that he'll try for Thomas from the Jags. Yeah, that was a scenario that I had already posed. Going against Brian Thomas Jr. From the Jags for Terry McLaurin and maybe a pick. I mean, I think they'll be all right over there because they still got Travis Hunter. I mean, Hunter over there.
Hey, man. A deal coming soon. Hope so. Jayden Lane and Debo. I'll be forgetting about Jayden Lane. Jayden Lane and Debo and Noah Brown, all we got.
2G _ Joe on Instagram said if we lose Terry, it's fuck Adam. I don't care. Hey, Mo.
Luke looks stiff in route running. Facts. Is Debo injury prone? We shall see.
So they saying Gerald BTV says, so y'all saw the shit on X where they offered Terry 25 and Terry won 32. What was his annual value was like this last contract was like, it was like some short shit. It was like team friendly. It was like, I think it was like
20 something like 20.
No, well, this year I think it's 23, but last year I think it was like 18, and then the year before that was like 11 or some shit like that.
Yeah, maybe he constructed the deal to help them sign somebody, and Ron went and signed nobody. Fucking Fitzpatrick. Imagine taking less. Imagine taking less money and Ron go sign on fucking Panthers.
What? Ron? How we keep bringing up Ron? Why?
No, because we talking about you talking about the way the last deal was structured in $11 million. Ron gave him the deal. And then there's no way in hell we let him walk. If we do, JD would take a step back. I think JD gonna be JD regardless. He gonna find a way, but it definitely will be great having Terry on one side of that field. Okay, I don't like any trade proposals. Let me ask you guys: is Terry top 5 or top 10? I think Terry's like 6 or 7.
I think Terry is top 10. Terry is not top 5. Reedy has said all offseason that Terry needs another year to show it to me again, to show me that he can keep up. Like, this year he, obviously the touchdowns went up, but his yardage is trash to me. Yearly yardage, like just barely hitting 1,000 yards. Like, those are old school receivers that was hitting that we thought that was something. These guys is putting up 13, 14, 1,500 yards. Like, it ain't nothing.
Somebody said Terry was top 3.
Top 3 where?
Smoking that pack. Smoking that buddy pack.
Oh, let me get my light.
Smoking that buddy pack. That buddy Baker pack.
Where's Terry top 3 at? Because I don't know where. The fuck?
Terry be having 1,001 yards.
Yeah. On the last game of the season, just hitting 1,000 yards. Like, and this not about to be a bash Terry fest, but
yeah, I hate that.
I'm
I hate
just
when we
saying,
have
like,
to say that and have to remind people.
yeah, like bum quarterbacks or not, but you got guys came in this league this year, rookies putting up way more than that. Yeah, it's been consistently 1,000 yards. Okay, but 1,000 yards is trash. Give me 1,400, 1,450. You know what I'm saying? And if you,
Honestly, go ahead.
but they say that we had trash quarterbacks, but he was the only option. So if you're the only option, you get majority of the targets. You can't do more with that.
Can't get 1,400 yards.
I'm just saying, it was a time where Terry couldn't fucking break away from shit. Yeah, he come down with the good contested catch, or he'll score. This year we saw him take a slant to the crib and stuff like that. But more than not, Terry was kind of given a possession receiver. If I'm just being honest,
A lot of 2G Joe just said, y'all know Terry wasn't getting targeted early in the season. Come on now. And my thing to that is,
he's the X receiver. You're supposed to be the number one receiver.
If he was open, Jayden would have found him. That's what I would say.
And that's the point. Most of the time, the X is on the weak side of the field. He's one-on-one. They're not. I mean, they may have been bracketed in Terry because the other receivers was ass.
The Eagles did it a few times. The Giants did it.
But look at Justin Jefferson. Look at Jamar Chase. They find ways to get the fuck open. So that ain't no fucking excuse. Yeah, they got a Joe Burrow. He might squeeze it in. Joe Burrow might squeeze it into a tough window where a Heineke or Sam Howell couldn't have done that, or Gilbert or whomever, Josh Johnson, whoever. He's back on the roster now. But I'm just saying, I'm just naming previous quarterbacks that we had on the roster. Maybe they couldn't have did that, but you got to make some way for yourself too.
Mm-hmm. Shit tough, man.
13 touchdowns is better than 1,300 yards, bro. I think 1,300 yards and 13 touchdowns is tough. That's a great season. That's a great season. Terry was getting. Does he pull up his stats? What was his most touchdowns he had? Probably like 6,
5, 6. Yeah. I was looking at it the other day, like 5, 6.
So you mean to tell me you got 1,000 yards and 5 touchdowns, and we're going to say that's okay? One season he had 13 touchdowns. So do it again. That's what I would say to that. Like, and this is another good point. Terry, sometimes this season, Terry got completely shut down. The Atlanta Falcons shut down, was nowhere to be found. We was like, where's Waldo? Where's he at? I don't see him. This is abysmal. This touchdown category, barely 1,002 yards in 2023, 4 touchdowns. And with Sam Howell. Sam Howell was a better quarterback than the other ones because Heineke, he was always fucking late. Sam Howell, he was always getting fucking sacked, holding on to the ball, but that's another conversation. 5 touchdowns with Heineke. Almost 1,200 yards. 5 touchdowns. A little bit over 1,000. It's the same thing with him. The same thing. So that's where I'm at with it.
And again, Terry is our guy.
Yeah, definitely. Rocks with him.
Mm-hmm.
But all of that has to be considered when we're having this conversation. It's tough talk. Like, the truth hurts sometimes. As a fan, the truth hurts. We can't sit in, as a fan base, we can't sit in no conversation and argue about. And I'm just going to put y'all on game. So our uncle called talking about who's better, CeeDee Lamb or Terry McLaurin. And I told him off the rip, CeeDee Lamb. And he was like, oh, the numbers are the same, da-da-da-da-da, woo-woo-woo. The eye test told me that CeeDee Lamb is better. Oh, he just plays in the slot. He this, that, the third. Well, Terry clearly wasn't moving around. They had to, like, scheme him open for him to start turning up for real. So what we feeling about that?
I already know. I say
Definitely is
CD.
crazy.
CD Lamb is a better receiver. JD5 is the engine. Unfortunately, most Super Bowl championship teams don't have dominant receivers like that. AP sculpting this joint, build the trenches, then defense and run a game. Help over the top. How many games you seen him get completely shut down? It was a few. Debo will definitely help with that. Absolutely. That's why I say having Debo and having Terry on the field is important for them to get their continuity and practice and whatnot, because that'll be a hell of a dynamic duo. They make each other better. They open up opportunities for each other. This would be his first year really having a true number two. And shit, he probably can go crazy. I trust AP do what makes sense for the team. We'll talk all these teams interested Terry. They should see that all these teams are drooling over him. None of these teams that are interested in him for the trade, they're not going to be able to give us a top receiver that's better than him. That's why you don't trade him. As soon as we sign him, he's going to get hurt. God forbid. Not going to. He said he's looking at great stats. It's a good receiver. CD Lamb way better. I put you in like for AJ Brown and Devontae Smith.
Let me pull something up, Z, real quick. Let me share something. I want to make a point. I want to make a point to this comment right here. So the comment was name top 3 receivers that got 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns, right? Okay. So maybe we can't say that they're top 3 receivers, but you see Jamar Chase, right? He had 1,708 yards, 17 touchdowns. JJ had 1,533, 10 touchdowns, right? Then we say Brian Thomas Jr. was a rookie, had 1,282, 10 touchdowns, 3 less than Terry. Let's not forget that Terry is getting fucking 2-yard slants and shit like that, touchdowns. Because I can name 3 off the top of my head. Baltimore, the little out route that he caught at the pylon, that's one. The slant that he the probably like the 10-yard pass he caught in the to win the game in Dallas, and another one. So like we gonna say that Amon-Ra St. Brown had 12 touchdowns, 1,263. That's almost 1,300 yards. Jerry Jeudy, well, he had 4 touchdowns. So yeah, I guess that ain't so. And then down here, Terry McLaurin, 1,096 and 13 touchdowns. Garrett Wilson had more yardage than him. Smith-Njigba had more yards than him. Ladd McConkey, wasn't he a rookie last year? Had more yards than him. Malik Neighbors, a rookie, had more yards than him. So again, the argument can be made. Maybe they may not be top 3, but I mentioned 2 top 3 receivers, but Terry's not a top 3 receiver. So that don't even matter.
So off the top, who are better than Terry? Chase, Jefferson, CD. St. Brown is not better than Terry. Puka, Neighbors, Higgins, they not better than Terry. I say Terry is like 6th or 7th, and I would name. I say Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CD Lamb. Why am I having a brain fart? Who's the who I'm missing, Reedy?
Based off of last season, or we're talking about cumulative?
Yeah, cumulative.
I mean, you gotta put Cheetah up there. You gotta put
Tariq Hill,
Devontae Adams up there. You gotta put AJ Brown up there. Devonta Smith. I don't think Terry's better than him.
No.
Young and nice, but he ain't.
Malik Neighbors. I don't think Terry's better than him. If we give him more time, maybe if we talking about cumulative, yeah, he's better than him because he's done it. But we just pulled up the stats. It ain't too impressive. But I get it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely Tariq Hill, though. A lot of people try to say Nico Collins better. I don't agree.
People be trying to make the argument about him and St. Brown.
But we didn't mean to get off on this whole comparison. But the comment took me there. So it is what it is. But we all want Terry in town. We all want this deal done sooner than later. And we want him on the field. At a minimum for the Cincinnati game, so we can kind of see this quarter of what we're gonna see from 5 and Debo and all of them, and we can go ahead and relax and get ready for week 1.
I still can't believe this shit happened.
Yeah, but if you're in the live, please like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell notification and rock with us. Also, what I'm saying, look out for, every breaking news thing that comes out with this thing we post on our Instagram page. We're in the comments every day, all day. Basically, I'm at work. I'm supposed to be working, but I'm in the comments engaging with y'all. So, feel free to, comment, good, bad, or indifferent. It is what it is. We can agree to disagree. Y'all might think, man, Reedy, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. What are you talking about, Reedy? Tell me. That's what's up. Tell me.
Fuck you talking about, really?
Yeah,
I tell them that all the time. Really, fuck is you on? Mm-hmm.
What else you guys see? Nothing?
That's it.
Maybe want to thank y'all for, on Instagram. Thank y'all on YouTube. Thank y'all on X for getting on this live with us. This breaking news of Terry McLaurin requesting a trade away from the Washington Commanders. Really, I think that it's not likely going to happen. Z thinks the same thing, but we'll be here for any other developments that come as it relates to Terry McLaurin and his contract situation. Also, be on the lookout for the Burgundy Breakdown, our collaboration with John Dow from Ballin' and Burgundy podcast, as well as Juan Gotti from Juan Gotti Talking Sports. We do every Wednesday around 9:30. So go over there to the TBB page and sub that page up because we'll be doing exclusives over there. And we also just dropped a video, me, Juan, and John on this same Terry situation a little earlier today about it. But yeah, until next time, we out.
Really is it shout. It's the really is it shout.